is a lot of grants given and grants received today. First, I have a application for county aid liquid fuels grant for North Londonderry Township, and they intend to use their allocation for 2023 paving throughout the township. Total project cost for that is $278,000, and they're requesting that their allocation of $8,911 be approved for that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve that North Londonderry request. Any questions regarding the motion?
There was another one behind it, North Londonderry.
There is
Annville.
another?
And
Oh, there's,
I thought he was choosing to do it separate for a reason,
oh,
but
no, they were stapled, sorry. I thought it was-
I just thought you were taking one at a time. Do you want
You can, if you already have a motion on that one. Go ahead.
Okay. We have a motion in a second. Okay, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved. Now for Annville.
Yes, Annville Township would like to use their allocation for general maintenance of roads and equipment. Cost of $5,170, their allocation $4,759. Sorry about that.
I'll make a motion to approve the Annville allocation for liquid fuels tax.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the table. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
I have exemption requests for disabled veterans meeting the requirements for the program for exemption for real estate taxes. They are Helga Colbert of Hunters Chase Lane, Lebanon, and Joshua Gates of East Chestnut Street, Cleona.
Motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
I have 3 requests for hotel tax grants. The first being the Spinstock Flow Arts Festival that would be held at Coleman Memorial Park, and they are requesting a $4,000 grant of a total project cost of $16,500. This festival would be held on June 10th, and they attached a pretty lengthy description of the event and the draw for their request.
I guess my only question, if I may,
Sure.
is the raffle license, is that the one that comes from the treasurer?
I don't know if they would apply for a special
Usually,
event.
if you're doing some sort of a,
Small games of chance
yes,
license. Yeah.
it would come from the treasurer's office. Just like with the hotel stays, if it's something that is a county income source, I don't think it should be something we should fund in a grant. I think they should move something else there. I mean, they have billboards and all kinds of stuff I see, and that's great. But there has to be something that they can switch it around, just to amend it a little bit, so we're not setting a precedent of robbing another income source with the payment. Does that make sense?
Are you referring to the line item of raffle tickets?
Yes, raffle license and supplies in yellow on the upper right. Right here. It would be the 4th one down on the,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
I really can't speak for them on.
Well, to get
their-
through the moment, can we offer it that, subject to the slight amendment of their request, that it's still $4,000,
Yeah.
but they reallocate the,
Yeah, I don't object to the amount. I just think when they're requesting it, shouldn't be taking from another county source. It's almost like double dipping.
any, other than that comment, second to the motion? You have the motion?
Second. A second.
Okay. All right, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the $4,000, subject to them tweaking the expense part of it a little bit to accommodate the motion. Any questions or comments or any clarity required? Got that? We're good? All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Okay, the second one is for the Friends of Old Annville for their historic Old Annville Days 2023. They have a total project cost for the event of $8,000, and they're requesting $6,000 toward it. They list in their project description the draw of the vendors that come from Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, as well as Annville High School alumni who make the trip from all over the country, and as well as the costs that they outline. It also is on June 10th, coincidentally.
Make a motion to approve that.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded that we approve that $6,000 request. Any questions? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Post same sign, so moved.
And the third one is for the Hinklefest at Fireman's Park near Fredericksburg. And this would be held on September 15th. They have a total cost for their event of $43,631. They're requesting $7,500 toward it, and have attached all of the budget as well as the explanation, justification for the need.
I'll make a motion to approve the $7,500 request for the Hinklefest.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve that request. Any questions regarding the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Post same sign, so moved.
Okay, then next I have 3 requests. Oh, I'm sorry, there was a letter of support from
Mhm.
Annville Township for that Annville Days, sorry. Mentioned that at the time. I have 3 grant projects to be submitted to the Pennsylvania County Risk Pool, which is Lebanon County's property and general liability insurance carrier that we belong to, along with 40-plus other counties in the state. And each year they offer a loss prevention grant program, and that is now up to $30,000 for Lebanon County to use toward equipment, items, events, programs that would reduce the loss likelihood. And you've already approved the submission of a few of those earlier this year. If you remember, the glove was one of them. There were some expenses related to, we did vehicle fire extinguishers for all the county vehicles and so on. I have 3 more here. The deadline for this is June 1, so we'll probably have a few more after our next safety committee meeting. But these all come recommended and voted upon by the safety committee. And the first one is for excuse me, Guardian RFID ID cards. Guardian is the accountability program that is utilized at the jail to track movement of inmates throughout the facility, as well as doing wellness checks and things like that, so that in the event of some sort of loss or liability there, that we can demonstrate that all of those things happened on time and as they should have, and where inmates may have been at the time. The second is for monitors, data lines, micro PCs, and so on for the sheriff's office for surveillance in and around the various buildings. And the fourth is for armor vests, tourniquets, ballistic shields, gas mask, and a dog control pole for the sheriff's office. These are all obviously very heavily toward law enforcement, but I can tell you that the largest claim, the amounts of claims that PCORP handles are law enforcement liability these days, so it's not unusual for that, to try to reduce that category. So, would ask for your approval. The first, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that the Guardian RFID cards would be for $1,200. The monitors, data lines, PCs, $2,110. Vests, tourniquets, ballistic shields, dog pole control, etc., $4,864.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Jamie, may I ask, how do we qualify for, is this a pool of money? I know it, I mean, can you just explain it?
Yeah, it's an allocation that the Pennsylvania County Risk Pool Board offers to all member counties, flat fee across $30,000 each, and it is funded from excess surplus. There's a required amount of surplus that the actuary says you must have. As investments do well, there's excess surplus, and that money can be used toward things like this. It's also used for, well, the Guardian system itself was installed at their expense, which was huge, yes. So it's become a little tougher to do that because of interest rates and investments not doing as well as they did, 2 years ago and the prior 10 years to that. But there's still excess interest there, so it's not a guarantee, it's not a forever. As long as there's some surplus funds there, they'll continue to operate.
Yeah, we've had handrails for safety and, other non,
Yeah, it's a good program. It's not something you find too often, I don't think. Loss control is really we have a lot of support for loss control, both from our property carrier and from our workers' comp carrier.
Okay, any questions?
I just wanted to say, and Jamie goes up to the meetings and things a lot of times, and so he's intimately familiar with what's successful and
Yeah.
gives us good guidance when we apply for these.
Been on the board now for 20 years.
Is it that long?
I'm the
Oh.
second longest serving now. Somebody just retired.
Good, Eric.
Eric is, but Bill Gaylord, a peer of mine from Wyoming County, he's been a
Okay.
chief clerk for 30-plus years.
Yeah.
He's retired. So, yep.
Okay, any,
Does the sheriff's office have a dog currently, or is planning to get one?
No, this is a pole with kind of a, I guess I'd hesitate to say
A
noose,
cable
but
rope attached to it.
to keep a
Distance.
distance from the person if they're
We just haven't
capturing a dog or, no, we
Want to
don't.
capture a dog?
Yes.
It's not with the, okay.
Yeah, if they encounter maybe they're serving a warrant or something and there's a loose dog and presents a danger to them, they can utilize that.
okay, anything else? If not, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign, so moved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's everything I have.
All right. Anything else from the floor? If not,
Motion to adjourn.
stand adjourned. Thank you for your attendance.